So at any given time, I'll generally have 5 litter boxes running all with pine litter, so I'm going to go over 4 pros and 4 cons. At the end, I'll share a tip that'll make pine litter a no-brainer and you'll never go back to clay again. Alright, so the first con of pine litter is that the odor control really sucks because cats and kittens don't always cover the poop with pine litter. It ends up smelling your apartment or your house. And the second con is that if you have soft and liquid poop, it's a little bit harder to clean because it gets mushed up with the sawdust and the pine litter. And the third con is that there's a learning curve with pine litter. You're going to have to scoop the poop out and then sift the sawdust from the clean litter. And the last con is that pine litter may be harder to find depending on where you live. Because it's not that popular, it may be harder to find if you need it last minute. Alright, so the first pro of pine litter that I love is that there's a lot less tracking. So when a kitten like this one poops, a lot of the times when they jump out of litter box, litter gets stuck to their paws and then it ends up all around the floor and you have to vacuum it up. And the second thing is that there's a lot less replacement required. With clay litter, sometimes the clumps break up and then you end up having to clean out the entire litter box after a couple of weeks. And with pine litter, as long as it hasn't touched any liquid and turned to dust, you can pretty much keep it there for as long as you need to. And the third pro is that there's a lot less dust, so when you're cleaning a litter box or when a kitten like this one is trying to move the litter around, there's just no dust that you or the kitten will be breathing in. And the fourth pro is that pine litter basically smells like a tree. There's no added scents, it's very natural, whereas like some clay litter brands can add these weird scents that your cat or kitten may not like. So the final tip with pine litter, because it doesn't control odor well, you have to use baking soda to neutralize the odor. And so the way it works is, if you remember in chemistry class, there was something called a pH level from 0 to 14. Anything from 0 to 7 is acidic, anything from 7 to 14 is alkaline. And because most bad odor smells are acidic, if you add an alkaline like baking soda, it basically neutralizes it and brings it closer to a 7. And that's why it removes all the bad smell. What's cool about baking soda is that no matter if you're traveling, going wherever, it's a $1 or $2 solution. You can bring it everywhere you go. It works with the sifting litter box. You can always reapply layers as you clean a litter box and it'll always stay fresh. Alright, so that's it for this video. Hope that was helpful and we'll see you next time. Alright guys, you guys wanna go? Alright, go play. See you.